Hi and welcome. We are here at the Moonlight and Magnolias Conference, and it is 2021. We're part of Georgia Romance Writers. I am so pleased today to be doing an author interview with Jane Lewis, and Jane's going to tell us a little bit about her life, her writing life, and some of her books. So welcome, Jane. How are you?
Thank you, Nikki. I'm doing great, having a wonderful time seeing a lot of old friends that we hadn't seen in a couple of years.
Yes, we're actually in real life together, which is special in this virtual environment. But we wanted you at home to meet some of the authors who are here at the conference with us. Tell me a little bit about your writing career.
I started writing when I retired. I started writing my romance novels around 2015. My first one was published in 2017, and I'm published with the Wild Rose Press. I have 5 historical romances with them. The first 3, well, first I'll tell you about me. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I was born on Peachtree Street, and I still live about 13 miles from downtown. And I write historical romance. And the first 3 books that I wrote are about 1930s small town Georgia. And it's following a family. The first book has the hero as he was in the United States Air Corps, and he goes back home to take care of his family. And he meets the love of his life while he is flying around town in an old biplane with his best friend. And the second book is about his best friend who falls in love with the first hero's sister. And that's the second book is about them. And then the third book is about the first hero's younger sister who becomes a lady flyer. And her idol was Amelia Earhart. So it's just they're fun little small town romance.
Tell me the names of those books.
The first one is called Love at 5,000 Feet. The second one is called The Barnstormer. Of course, it's about the barnstormer. And then the third one is The Lady Flyer.
Excellent. So you have some 1930s heroes, including a very feisty female lead who does something maybe not every woman at that time might have done.
Exactly. She enters a race. And I'm not going to tell you if she wins or not. You have to read the book. But she enters a race with her friend, the Barnstormer, and they have a good time flying from Miami, Florida to, I think it's Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere north.
Did you spend a lot of time doing research?
I did, and actually my late brother was a pilot for Lockheed, and he also flew biplanes, and he had flown everything from a biplane to the C-5A, and he helped me with my flight scenes.
That's excellent. And do I understand you have another series?
Yes, I've written a couple of books for the Wild Rose Press for their Wilder West series. This is set in between 1870 and 1880. So the first one is Home in Wilder, about a young girl who goes from Savannah, Georgia to Wilder, Wyoming to be with her aunt after she goes through a scandal in Savannah, and she meets the love of her life. And then the second one is called The Wilder Rose, and it's about a singer and actress from Cheyenne, Wyoming, who ventures to Wilder trying to get away from an abusive lover. And she meets a wonderful Scottish man who sweeps her off her feet.
We all want to be swept off our feet. These stories sound like a lot of fun. What else do you have coming up in your writing?
Well, the Wilder Rose should come out in January. It's really not out yet, but we're working on the final galley. And I have several planned. I've got a series of Gilded Age that I've already got the 3 books planned, my characters. And then I have a Viking romance, and I have those characters, but I haven't figured out my plot in that one yet. So I've got those on the horizon.
And do you have a favorite bookseller or retailer where we should look for your books?
Well, they're all anywhere you can. They're all online booksellers, but of course everybody goes to Amazon mostly. But they are on Nook and Apple and Kobo and everywhere.
Great. Well, Jane, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
speaking with me, for being here at this conference. It's wild times. I appreciate your sponsorship of the conference. So please look for Jane Lewis. Her books are fun and fabulous. So if you want to have a trip into the West, into the South with pilots, people running away from their past, you'll find action, adventure, and love stories with Jane. And I'm so glad to know you and see you at the conference this year.
Thank you. You're a sweetheart. I appreciate it.
All right, have a great day. Thanks everyone for joining us.